there. I got the poppers for the night. Like I said, I was gonna do poppers for 4th of July. It's about to be that, and I'll post this video for 4th of July. It's gonna be that in like a couple hours, but I got the poppers now, so I'm gonna pop them. I was already popping some, but I'll just talk a little bit, and I'll make a video. I'm outside of a certain place right now. Figueroa Street's cool. I'm staying on Figueroa Street. I don't know if you. I know, guys. This is not the best, but it is. Getting better soon. Well, some of these are duds. This ain't. People call exciting, but when you live a life like this, you gotta, work on things. I got my things. I'm keeping myself, on, without that stuff. We're gonna stay away from certain things. But maybe Green or Gold Rabbit will be on some other shit tonight. We'll see. We won't have too much, but we'll make sure we are all right. But I have to make my fun and have fun. I'll have to find some people and have my time with them. This is how it's gonna be today. Almost done with these poppers. I'm just gonna look back on this one day, and then the next 4th of July is gonna be better. I'm popping poppers this year. And that's what I decided to do. Pop some poppers in a certain street where certain people are. I don't listen to those. Some people think they find me for shit that I don't do, guys. People talk too much about me, but you know what I do, because I show you what I do, and I do it. Damn, guys, I need some just blessings, and bless y'all too. We living in times where things can happen. They can. That's what this channel is about. But y'all, it's not easy. You have to believe in something. Believe in yourself is key here, and it is. People fuck around too much, play games with niggas too much. But no, you believe in yourself, and not what other people say, because it's your life, not theirs. I need my money, and goddamn, I need girls. That's what I need, guys. I'm getting there. It takes time. I have to work this situation out. Find more subscribers. Come up. But this street is, where I'm staying at for the next couple of days, because some things. But I have more video coming out on my other channel too, and you guys be cool or not. Just do what you do is actually what it is. And I'm gonna do what I do. Meet some people, get some things, fuck around, fuck around too. Definitely fuck around too. But be cool on the corner. That's what the Green Angel said. But I'm saying, happy 4th of July too, because like I said, in a couple hours, it's 4th of July. That's Independence Day, so there's that. No early fireworks at this time, unfortunately. I don't fuck with, that. I love that. I love America. I don't love the people in America sometimes. A lot of the time, actually. But I don't hate America. America is great, beautiful, worth your time living it. I'm staying here, though. People get the wrong idea. I'm staying here for a little bit to get myself right, for a come up. Because that's what this is about. I want you to see me one day and using a camera, clearer videos. I want you to see me with, things, like actual place to sleep, that type of thing. Bitches I'm fucking with. But that's not shit that you're privy to. You ain't privy to that. Money I'll be making. A thing has come up for me, and I'm gonna, figure some things out. I found some information, that's all. Anime and, this, city related, and I'm gonna see what I can do. But I might get back on my journey and get somewhere else. But I'm trying to make some, fun happen for me. Not just an interesting, day, or anything like that. This ain't necessarily an interesting day. But guess what? I need my money and my bitches come through. I gotta do something, On that, I leave y'all. I'm gonna keep hopping around and fucking around my ways. Now you have to do what you do and keep doing it. Because I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Happy 4th of July, too. I know I didn't say enough about Independence Day. And it is a great thing. But don't ever sleep on your dreams here, because it can come true. You just have to believe in yourself. I remember Sactum, because that's what I have right now. I have energy stored here. She needs this. My paper needs found, and I'm going to get my paper. So I can tame the things I need. Meet people. I have good experiences. Interesting moments. But have it. I know the poppers weren't the best, but next year, remember, it's a come up.